Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Manny Cash here with another video. And in this video, I want to talk about same subject, right? Sales, same book right here. But I want to talk about something that's really important, and it's building rapport. Building rapport, and it says here, I'm going to read it for you guys. It says building rapport. It says, building rapport is an essential part of the sales process. Without rapport, we cannot develop trust. And without trust, you cannot get someone to buy your product or your service, right? So what does that tell you guys? Again, remember on the other video, I talked about, build a relationship with the homeowner before you actually do your pitch, before you actually talk numbers. And this is so huge because I've noticed that every time, see, in a sales transaction, again, the psychology of selling, right? In a sales transaction, whenever you go to a, let's say, car dealership, right? Whenever you go buy something that requires a salesman for you, to sell it to you, everything is beautiful. But when they show you the product, whenever they show you, hey, look at this car, look at this, whatever thing they're trying to sell you, everything is beautiful. The pitch, the script, the presentation. But notice this, the tension between you two guys happens, and it start increasing, right? The adrenaline start increasing whenever we talk numbers, whenever we ask, oh, well, how much is it? Well, the $1 million question is, how much is it? Or how much can you give me, right? So I found out that I want to take those walls down along the way I'm getting to the closing part. And how the way I do it is building so much rapport with the homeowner that by the end of the closing, it's easier for me to tell him, hey, look, I'll offer you $50,000 for your property, Mr. Seller, see? Or whatever the case might be, if you guys are into, again, door-to-door, retail, car salesman, right? Because, and now it's the tricky part is that don't get too confident and don't get too comfortable with the seller, with the homeowner, because what can happen is they can tell you no like this. They can tell you no easy, too easy, right? So, for example, when I was in retail, I'll make him laugh, right? I'll make him laugh, but I'll make him laugh for no joke, like 20, 30 seconds, because I knew that if I have a 5 minutes conversation and it's all about jokes and jokes and jokes and jokes, it's now he thinks it's my friend, and it's easier for him or her to tell me, hey, you know what, I'll come back tomorrow, let me think about it. So build rapport, but don't get too confident and comfortable with it, right? But let's go to the book again, right? So it says how to build rapport. Let me see, it's right here. Okay, how to build rapport. Well, first of all, it says how to not build rapport. How to not build rapport, guys. Come on, don't be asking the same question that people have been asking for years. Oh, it's hot today, right? It's a beautiful weather today, right? I mean, come on, don't be that guy. So, how to build rapport? And this, it says, you got 1, 2, 3, like 6. It says, number 1, don't try too hard. Don't try too hard. Like, really, just be yourself. Be yourself. Be comfortable. Asking the questions. Don't try too hard. Don't try to make a scene over the phone or in person whenever you go to the homeowner that you're trying too hard to build a rapport with them, right? So, for example, whenever you go see a property, what I look for is I'm looking for like little details that I can spark a conversation. For example, I like soccer. So if I go to a house and I see, like I say, a soccer jersey or a soccer team that I like, I say, hey man, I like that team, or a soccer player that I like, right? I bring up a conversation. And if it's a military person, I say, oh, thank you for your service, sir. How long you been in the military, right? What is the military? What is it like, right? Pick it back, right? Just find something that you can build rapport quick. The faster you can do it, the better, and the trust that you're gonna build, it's gonna help you in the long run, right? So we got here, ask the right question. We'll talk about that. Ask the right question, because what I tell our guys in the office is that, in my opinion, right, in my career and the way I do it is, when I ask the homeowner a question, whether it's on the phone or in person, I'm ready and I already know for both answers, for the positive and the negative. That's huge, guys, because a lot of you are asking questions and you're all expecting, yes, it's good to expect the good, but be ready for the negative too. So for example, if I ask a homeowner a question again, I already know that if the homeowner goes on the sideway and it says no or is being negative, I already know how I'm gonna attack that question, right? That's gonna go into rebuttals and in another video, right? But okay, let's go over here. So then empathize with the customer, right? Be empathetic, right? Be empathetic with the customer and, laugh a little bit and understand it. Put yourself on their position as well. So Mr. Seller, look, I'm with you. I understand that the property might go for more than what you're asking for. I want to be, but I want to be in your position, and I understand. I agree with you. Always agree. Be agreeable, right? Be agreeable with the homeowner. That's huge. If the homeowner says that, guys, it has to be like that. Trust me. If the homeowner says that the sun is, I don't know, blue. Oh yeah, you know what? You're right. I agree with you. Sometimes I get up in the morning and I see the sun blue, right? But actually today is yellow. I don't know, but make it up, right? So make sure you're agreeable with them. Don't ever try to do like, well, the homeowner says, well, my house Zillow says for 100,000. Oh no, I'm just selling. I don't agree with you. That's not what the property is worth. Yeah, you're being negative right in there. Say, you know what, Mr. Seller, I agree with you. Zillow has it for 100, but hey, do you know how Zillow works? Boom, kill them. I kill them, right? I agree with them, but then I always end my sentence with a question. Hey, Mr. Seller, do you know how Zillow works? They don't know how Zillow works, right? And for those of you that don't know how Zillow works, researching. So, and then be positive, right? Always be positive, be positive. Transfer energy, whether you're in person or with the phone. Remember, in person is better because they see you, they see what you look like, how you look like, whatever type of person you are. Shake their hands, right? Well, not right now because we're in Corona time, but over the phone, always be positive, man. Be positive, smile, give the homeowner a good positive vibe that they can sense, because they can sense that over the phone, right? So now we got match the customer. I love this one because it's more of a tonality, right? Tonality. Whenever you get on the phone, guys, and you're talking, and then as soon as somebody answers, and it's a old individual, and they're talking slow. Hello, who is this? Put your tone of voice out. Hey, hello, how are you doing? Yeah, this is Manny, and I was just calling about a property here in Bandera Road, and I just wanted to see if y'all consider selling it. See, match their tonality, match where they at within the tonality, right? So in my opinion, that's how I build rapport. And if they got problems, put yourself in their position. I just had a live call the other day where the lady was telling me that everybody has called her about subject two, and she doesn't want to do it because she's scared. How was I able, and I did this live, how was I able to get an appointment with her this week and potentially get the property and the contract? And how was I able to do that? Because the conversation, first it was like a 25 minute conversation. And we built so much rapport that she actually told me her personal life, and I told her a little bit about my life. And then before you know it, and I said, hey, look, well, I'm gonna do a subject two on the property, but just meet up in person. Let me help you. Let me help you understand and step by step in how it works. She said, you know what? Let's do it. See, so rapport is big. It's huge, guys, in this game. Now, there's another one right here. I'm gonna talk about this in another video. That's it for now. Make sure you always build rapport between your script, between the condition, motivation, timeline. I always say between the condition and the motivation is your shot, is your opportunity, is your window, is your door to open, to get that rapport with the homeowner. If the homeowner says, look, I want to sell the property because, man, I'm done renting it out. Tenants don't pay rent and they destroy everything. You know what, Mr. Seller, I agree with you. Honestly, me and my business partner, we do have a couple properties as well for rent, and I understand where you're coming from. Man, sometimes we even have to go days and weeks without getting paid. So I know where you're coming from. But hey, look, I'm here. This is what I do for life. This is what I do for a living. I'm okay with that. But I would like to serve you with a cash offer. That way I can take that problem off your shoulder. You see, so you agree with them. You tell them that you are in the same position, that you know where they're coming from. And then boom, you go from there, right? So, of course, there's more into it. But that's just a video that I wanted to do for you guys. Again, from this book, I love you all. Your boy Manny Cash. Let's go. Cash it now.